Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden20 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see a man who's been in charge for more than a decade, Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions, as they take on the third-year man, Mitchell Trubisky, and the NFC North champion, Chicago Bears. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Lions. Number 9, Matthew Stafford under center, and working with a new offensive coordinator this year who has said we are a running team. Not something you hear much nowadays, so it remains to be seen what that will mean for Stafford's numbers in 2019.
180.
Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And now the offense for Detroit.
And they come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A second straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A look at the starters now defensively for the Bears. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A carry now for McKissick. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Pass from Stafford, caught by Amendola. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Stafford throwing on target to Jones. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Bears under second-year coach Matt Nagy. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. A look now at our starting defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
I don't think you got it, son.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
Now, that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. Eluding the pressure right. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Stafford, this complete to Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. J.D. McKissick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Trubisky to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jared Davis drops him for a loss of 10. On first down, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now it's Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
That's how we do it, D.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On third down, Muhammad. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rashawn Melvin in on the stop. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
51, Mike 51. Time to go, night. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford complete to Jones. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Ready? 260.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So first and 10 now from the 30. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Now Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On first down at Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Right there. Oh, dead, baby. Mike, hey, at 80. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Stafford now to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, Muhammad. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Hey, 18.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Christian Jones leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Bravo! 51 the mic. Watch the screen.
On third and goal, Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big run there by Johnson. 62 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Stafford going to throw it. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go.
So now Trubisky and the Bears down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down.
Alert!
Throwing now is Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Jump.
Now it's Trubisky. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6.
Here we go.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Trubisky. The quick slant caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One last shot for Trubisky. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for Detroit, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.